Today, we're going to continue taking a look at some discriminatory practices. And we're going to focus mainly today on the immigrants that were coming into this country. And to do that, we're going to look at the two main areas that they entered in this country. Most people have heard of Ellis Island, which is off the coast of New York, but not as many have heard of Angel Island. So we're going to learn about both of those. Ellis Island is in the east coast off New York, and Ellis Island is off the east coast, if I said that wrong, of the United States, off of New York, and then Angel Island is off of the west coast, off of the coast of California. So both of these are unique places that different immigrants came into this country. It was a scary process, I'm sure. I can imagine being on a boat, landing in a country where you may or may not be able to speak the language with hundreds of other people, and having to go through some of the physical health checks, and to be able to figure out how are you going to live, where are you going to find a job, all of those very, very scary things that they must have faced to come into this country. Mostly in Ellis Island in New York, those were Europeans that were coming into those ports. Angel Island is where most Asian immigrants came into this country. And that's just a geography thing. It's just based on which coast of the United States was closer to the area where these people were coming from. So, what I want you to do here is I want you to view these lecture notes. This is a video that I want you to take a look at. And I want you to pay particular attention to the vocabulary terms that you see in here. And it would be a good idea to put those into your notebook for a future assessment. All right, once you have done that, I want you to listen to what it was like being part of Ellis Island. So you're going to listen to what this particular immigrant saw and heard and experienced. When you finish the video, I've got kind of a unique assignment for you. You're going to write a letter, and I want you to pretend to be that immigrant who has landed at Ellis Island, and you are going to write a letter back to the relatives in your home country. Now, when you write a letter, you start it with a greeting or a salutation. It says, "Dear cousin, whatever." You can make up names for this, or "Dear aunt, whatever," or "Dear uncle so and so," or "Dear mom," depending on who you'd like to be. I want you to describe two of the experiences you had as an immigrant into this country. You could talk about what it was like on the boat, what it was like when you landed, what kinds of things you had to go through, and all of that information is going to come from this video. I want you to give them some advice. Would you advise that your relatives come to the United States or not? And make sure you give a reason why you think they should or why you think they should not. And then you close a letter with your signature. So this is a chance to let your creativity shine. There should be a good 2-paragraph-ish letter. Okay, one paragraph to describe the experiences and one short paragraph to explain whether you think they should come to this country or not. Feel free to do some extra research if you need it, and have a great weekend.